And yes, so information reaching us just now say Agbado don't come back. We hear that from Arise TV. He don't come back from France. He won't come be ready for the inauguration, May 29. You know, we'll buy. Then we scatter. The Bible said, then we gather and then we scatter in many ways. Yes, now, mandate will not be your when you thief. Now you want to take the do gabu. Now you want to the gabu for. Now you want to use the do buga. Not be your own, you thief. You don't win election. Now be winner. Yes. Now be winner Labour Party. Now win election. My people, I don't to waste my time. I will leave una, make una watch about ourselves. The way I Rise TV they analyze and waiting he won't do before that day, after that day, waiting he put for granted when he want to do when they know. Make una hear about ourselves. Before I leave una, make una watch and share this video so that Facebook will recommend it to other people to see too. Leave your comment for the comment section. Like it. Don't forget that we have national actor on this platform. Now be like broom like power. I greet you all. Watch and by yourself. Now be this so I don't come again. Come again not the killer so now up. Now with the reason they go. Now be this. Not all.
Papers with the Ombudsman of this day and Arise Media Group and This Day Newspapers Limited Group Executive Director Kayode Komolafe. Good morning, Mr. Komolafe. How are you this morning?
Good morning, OJ.
Good morning.
And happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much.
I see that I will not be marginalized.
Don't worry. As you know, there are always implications on Arise News for birthday, so we'll have you.
Thank
you very much.
Good morning. All right, we start off with This Day newspaper with a review. The lead story here says, ahead of transition in 35 days, Tinubu returns home to confront challenges of zoning of National Assembly leadership, formation of cabinet, petrol subsidy, social cohesion, healing process, and tribunal cases. That's this day basically saying that tomorrow the president-elect will return after 4 weeks in France, where he had gone to rest. So it means that all those who have been saying, "Oh, where's the president-elect?" He said he was going to Umrah. He didn't go to Umrah. He spoke with the president on phone. This day saying
the report is also saying barring unforeseen circumstances. So let's just keep our fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, but after 4 weeks, I mean,
that should be enough.
That should be enough.
Yeah,
I think so. Don't you think so? Yeah. All right, so we'll proceed. On top of that lead story, Senate presidency, APC senators-elect polarized along regional religious biases. Lawan silence over rumored ambition unsettles aspirants. And on top of that, NLC urges Buhari not to allow Nigerians in Sudan to die. On the window, Sanwo-Olu orders demolition of 20 buildings in Banana Island. Says federal government agencies reckless, culpable in building collapse. Accuses Lagos state government officials of collusion. I think that's a major, important position taken by the governor of Lagos State. And I think that will go a long way in sending the right signals. Those are the stories, KK. I don't know if you'll be interested in the cover picture, but I missed that. But those are the key stories in today's This Day.
Yeah. I think the lead story of This Day on Sunday, is significant, and also it raises a question, it's good news that the president-elect will be back so that we'll be, feasible to because already people are asking.
Yeah,
the president, the election has taken place, he's been elected.
Yes.
Where is the president-elect? So it's good news that he's going to be back. But then the jostling for positions in the National Assembly, it raises this question about the policy content of our politics, it shouldn't just be that, speculation of who will be the speaker or who will be the president of the Senate. That the consideration should not only be on, based on geopolitical calculation, whether it's North or South, Christian or Muslim. But also, we should be able to, from now, be able to say what is the policy orientation. That, okay, if Mr. X becomes the Senate president, does it mean that he's going to support, does it mean that he's going to mobilize the National Assembly to support certain policies that the executive might bring forward? For instance, you're talking of fuel subsidy, you're talking of the debt, the debt profile, you're talking of job creation, poverty alleviation. What are the preferences? Will the Speaker of the House be a speaker who is in support of raising taxes, or cutting taxes? But it's all that all this is. All these considerations, policy considerations are lacking. All we just talk about is whether the president of the Senate is going to be from the North or from the South, or whether Christian or Muslim are the same thing the speaker. So I think need to elevate, the quality, of politics and also increase the policy content, the policy that we play. Now, like Steve said, the action of Governor Sanwo-Olu, I think it's quite happening because of the trend in the last few years, building collapse. So it's really a challenge of governance because the regulation, is the function, of the government. What is interesting in this case now is that the state government is, apart from accusing its own officials in pollution, but also accusing some federal government agencies, the National Inland Waterways Authority, NEWA, and even the Ministry of Works, that the construction, the sand filling, of Banana Island, has been, I mean that the terrain, the terrain, the environmental factors, have not been sufficiently taken into consideration. So that is really, a policy challenge too, for Governor Sanwo-Olu. But
I watched on TV yesterday, when he went there, and it was really very, categorical.
Yeah.
The three of the high rises around the site of the collapse building, it was discovered that none of them had approval.
Wow.
And they are already suffering from integrity test anyway. And the governor has given the directive that they have to be pulled down.
Yeah. But there's no denying
that sort of lawlessness.
In such a highbrow area. I mean, it's
I was saying that there's no denying that, these Lagos state government officials, are colluding with these developers, because you would see that the recent collapses are in highbrow areas. I mean, if you can have those type of buildings collapse, I mean, what else is there?
Gerard, in Banana
Island, yeah. Well, kudos again to the governor for actually, saying
he should
that
keep it up. Yeah. No sacred cows when it comes to people endangering lives of citizens.
Absolutely.
Okay,
right,
should we go to this day style?
Yeah, let's move over to this day style. The cover picture there is Marjorie Chuba Okadigo. She talked about empowering women in energy. She is the first female NNPC chairman. She's breaking new grounds and paving the way for more women to take on leadership roles in the oil and gas industry. She spoke with this day's style executive editor, Konye Nwabo. And, they also talked about creating a voice for other women in the male-dominated oil sector and the strategies that should be in place to address the underrepresentation of women in leadership position in the country. I mean, in the industry as well. I think another thing that is important, which I think, did you read that on this day?
Which one?
We see that we don't have the actual physical copy of this day style. I believe that they are trying to promote the website. So we can see an e-copy of the This Day Style on www.thisdaylive.com. Thisdaylive.com. I mean, I think that would be a good read for you and I, Shaitan. Absolutely. Yes. Would you like to comment on Marjorie?
Yes, I think the theme of Mrs. Akadibo's interview is a very important one, try to promote gender equity in the industry. And this is something she has actually been talking about for some time. So it's a good thing that This Day Style has provided a good platform for her to expatiate that particular thing, which is a very important one.
Would she have the privilege of appealing the court ruling that has removed her from the position of...
It is not her business. The case is against
the person who appointed.
She doesn't have any problem at all. Mr. Arrow took the President Buhari to court. So,
isn't that funny that the president who owns the appointment says this is the person that I want, and then he said no way. But I mean,
it's left for the court, and then the court has decided in his favor this time around. But
that's the first round
for appeal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the Sunday Tribune. The headline story there reads: EFCC uncovers a ring of fraudsters investing in real estate. That's on page 6. Targets owners of estates in Abuja and other cities. Right there on the top it reads: hope rises for stranded Nigerian citizens in Sudan. Full read on there on page 4. NEMA is assuring Nigerians who are stranded in Sudan of safe evacuation. However, peace not yet in sight as warlords vow to fight to the finish. I mean, this is a story that has been going on with everything that's happening in Sudan. There was supposed to be a 72-hour ceasefire, but unfortunately that has not been the case. Well, it's looking like there's hope for Nigerian citizens in Sudan. Maybe they'll be brought back into Nigeria.
Yeah, that is how it affects us indirectly. I mean, it's a good thing that the federal government is taking steps. I think all we should do is to urge the relevant authorities to ensure the safety of every Nigerian that is in Sudan.
So just very quickly, at the bottom there, we're seeing a story that says 2-story structure collapses in Ibadan police barracks. And I just picked that because, I mean, we're talking about everything that's been happening with the collapsed buildings in Ikoyi. Right. So, I mean, there should be an investigation into what has happened in Ikoyi and the highbrow areas. But the lowbrow areas themselves should not be ignored, because even there's also corruption.
That's what your state government to deal with. But I wanted to make a comment about the EFCC uncovering thing. This is a big issue. But one thing that the EFCC should also look into is the growing rate of fraud on the internet, on social media, for people who are buying foodstuffs, and edibles through this thing. So many of them, many big, low, medium people complaining now. You pay, you see what you want to buy, you pay, and then you never receive it, and then they cut you up. It's a major thing.
Well, no, I believe we have about a minute left. Steve, if you can actually just read through.
Punch essentially is saying that on Sudan conflict, federal government raises evacuation panel as trapped Nigerians knock government. Students, parents call for urgent rescue. Sudan approves airlift of US, UK, France, China citizens. I think Abike Dabiri has been saying quite a bit about how Nigerian students, especially, will be evacuated, but I think it's important.
All right, let's look at the Guardian newspaper, The Guardian. The lead story there: generals who failed Nigeria. Writers there: presidency's success verdict on stemming insecurity is insincere. We discussed with an APC media person earlier, and we talked about insecurity. Well, that's what experts are saying, that the president is insincere on his verdict on stemming insecurity. And another writer there insists on value on lives, property has been at lowest. Advising